In spite of cultural traumas wrought by the injustices of white racism and slavery, most inventions that revolutionized the world were either invented by black people or were directly inspired by early inventions by black people. Without black people, we wouldn't have the light bulb. I know. You were taught that Thomas Edison is responsible for lighting up the world. But in reality, no companies purchased Edison's light bulb because it was deemed not efficient enough. It lasts only a few minutes and lit very dimly. The inventor whose light bulb was purchased, mass-produced, and that was dispatched around the world to oversee its installation was in fact an African inventor named Lewis Latimer. Therefore, in reality, the true narrative is that it's a black man who lit up the world. You're functioning based upon lies. Without black people, we wouldn't have airplanes. I know you were taught that the first aircraft was built by the Wright brothers. But the truth is, before the Wright brothers patented their light bulbs in 1909, a black man named Charles F. Page had already invented, patented, and flown an airplane 3 years earlier, in 1906. Without black people, we wouldn't have the automobile. I know, you've been taught that Henry Ford is the inventor of the first automobile. It was actually an African-American inventor and carriage company entrepreneur named Charles Richard Patterson that built the first automobile. It was released in 1905 and sold for $850. It had a 4-cylinder Continental engine. C.R. Patterson was forced out of business by Henry Ford in 1939. Through their monopoly over information, the white society has manipulated millions to believe that most inventions that revolutionized the world were invented by Caucasians, and manipulated millions to perceive black people as being the leeches of society that haven't invented much throughout history. Creating and sustaining this perception aids the white society in maintaining its social capital and social dominance over black people. But the truth is the exact opposite for what they've manipulated millions to believe. Without black people, there would exist no internet, no cell phones. We wouldn't have cameras and microphones on our cell phones. We wouldn't have the accurate weather forecasting system. We wouldn't have the cataract laser removal scope. There would be no emails, no GPS, no hearing aids, no touch-tone phones, no caller ID, no home surveillance security system, no home game cartridge, no steam engines, no traffic lights, no elevators, therefore no skyscrapers, no air conditionings, no modern PC, no 3D movies, no central heating, no refrigerators, no helicopters, no washing machines, no lawnmowers, no dryers, no refrigerated trucks, no blood banks, no fiber optics, no nanotechnology, no female sanitary pads, no bathroom tissue holders, no pencil sharpeners, no door knobs, etc., etc. Africans have enriched the lives of nearly every person on this planet through our many inventions.